So this week, we've just been really looking at what it looks like to have an intimate, deep relationship with Jesus. And so often we get caught up in the religious actions and the to-do list, but to go, what does it look like just to be with Jesus, to know him on a deep level and be radically changed by his presence? I get to speak at a lot of private schools, and there's been something really special about the Briarcrest, student and even the faculty. More than I feel like most places, I feel like there's been this leaning in, this engagement, a hunger, and excitement. I'd even say an authenticity. I think when we wrestle with this idea of what it really means to know Jesus, I think the vast majority of us, there's a fear that will show up in the quiet. And what if Jesus isn't really there? What if he doesn't show up? What if we're face to face with who we are and we don't like what we see? Or what if God says something that really changes who we are and we don't want that? And so what I'm learning is that it's in reality that we meet Jesus. It's not in the pretending, it's not in the coping, it's not in the, well, here's my performance and I feel better about myself. It's no, like I just sinned, and Jesus, here's where I'm at, and here's what I'm feeling and thinking. And instead of trying to clean it up for Jesus, it's bringing it to him as it is. And it's only then, in reality and in truth, that we actually get to meet God. I think most of us, our prayers are really illusions. They're tricks, they're manufactured. And I would say the second thing is it's been so shifting in my heart is learning to stop working for Jesus, and that could be my morale or whatever, and shifting into just being with him. And that's why I've become such a big fan of silence and solitude, because there's nothing that I'm doing. I'm not talking, I'm not trying to listen, I'm not trying to perceive what's going on. I'm learning just to sit in the presence of Jesus. And so getting to where Jesus, we can just be with him and not feel like we have to fill in the blank space or the quiet space. And so my encouragement to the students, to the faculty, to anyone that's able to hear these messages would be that Jesus he's real. And it's not just an idea or philosophy. And my encouragement would be to learn to just be with him. And whether that's a discipline of silence and solitude, maybe it could be your own quiet time in God's Word, but the goal isn't to just fill your head, but to experience with your heart the actual presence of Jesus. And I've learned that has made the biggest shift and change in my own life. So learn to just be with him and enjoy his presence.